No.
Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker.
The Children of Bodom,
Copyright, copyright.
the Children of Bodom version goes, I don't give a flying fuck, motherfucker. I don't give a flying fuck, motherfucker. I don't give a flying fuck, motherfucker. I don't give a flying fuck. And then
It
it
reminds
goes,
me of my big brother, the song that he wrote. No fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way. We're songwriters in our family, obviously.
I wonder, what song was that from COB? It might have been, Six Pounder, maybe? I don't know. Poor. Anyways, rest in peace, Alexi Laiho. Tragic loss to the guitar community some years ago. And that's it.
It
5,
is always 4,
3,
2,
and 1.
1.
Hello world is a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the Happy Hour.
Welcome back, Happy Hour listeners. One of
I
the
always feel really bad when a guitarist dies.
oh
Because
yes,
that is the instrument.
guy
That
was
and
young too. I remember I watched Children of Bodom in not one of their final performances, but like a year before Alexi Laiho passed, and he looked gaunt. Like, I'm a thin dude. He was thinner than me without a doubt. And I mean, just I was like, oh shit. I was even there for like a VIP meet and greet thing, and he was there for like barely a few minutes while the rest of the band was there too. So there was something going on. Uh,
there's
throughout,
so many like artists who like Randy Rhoads, Ozzy Osbourne's guy.
oh,
Um
I know Randy
like
Rhoads.
fucking he was a fucking genius.
Yep.
Eddie Van Halen, Prince,
Oh, Eddie
obviously
was around
Jimi
for a
Hendrix.
while though.
Yeah, he was around for a long time, but it was such a loss. Like that Eddie Van Halen, man. Like there's
Yeah.
the fucking genius that guy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
And
It's
you're a guitarist too, David.
oh, I know. Believe me, I studied a lot of Rhodes and Alexi
Yeah.
in my time when I was learning the guitar.
Sorry for the face. Gary Bettman's on my TV.
Oh yeah, no, that's quite a thing. For those of you living under a rock in Hockeyville, the Vegas Golden Knights absolutely demolished the Panthers tonight in such a fashion that I don't recall. 9-3, 9.
When it was announced that Matthew Kachuk wasn't playing, I'm just like,
Well, the thing with like,
they're getting the cup tonight. They're winning the cup tonight.
I get folks being like, oh, Matthew Kachuk's great. If he didn't try to goon it up for the first 3 games of the series, maybe he wouldn't have got hurt.
It's just hockey. It's hockey.
Play for
man.
the team instead of yourself. Guy gets 2 misconducts in 2 games. Game misconducts at that.
I'm terribly happy that both of the Stahl brothers and the rapist Nick Cousins are
Yep.
going to be very unhappy tonight. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I am absolutely thrilled about that.
I'm very happy about that. But like, yeah, it's just this artificial team of Gary Bettmans that makes me like, it's just everything again. Like, I am a purist, hockey purist. And these motherfuckers made it to the finals in their first year, and now they're winning the Stanley Cup, and it disgusts me.
Gord Miller had a great thing to say about that.
What did he say?
Just
what
recently.
did he say? Tell me.
Gord Miller says, and it's a
I
bit
love
of a
Gord Miller.
it's a bit of a thread. Gord Miller says this. I'll do it verbatim. The person I'm happiest for tonight is Vegas president of hockey ops George McPhee. The GM in Washington from 97 to 14. His teams endured endless playoff heartbreak. He then built the expansion Golden Knights, who went to the Cup final in the first year, losing to the Caps. Further, feisty, intense, and smart as a player, and then as an executive, McPhee was on the losing end. Oh yeah,
that's how he's evoking.
Yeah, I know, of all people, but he there's a bit more to it that I didn't forget about this, but I it was mentioned. So He was on the losing end of 3 Stanley Cup finals in Vancouver, Washington, and Vegas before this year, and probably wondered if this day would ever come. It finally has.
Oh, fuck.
and
So
earned
he's
it.
been toiling for 6-7 years? Whatever the fuck.
Well,
like,
ever since he's been toiling for every team he's worked for is the thing. So that happens. But now the Knights played their inaugural game after the 2017 mass shooting in Vegas, which happened very
yes,
close to the
yes.
arena.
That was
for those of
quite an
you,
emotional night.
yeah, for those of you that don't recall, there was something like 50 people got killed in that shooting. It's the United States. Took place not far from the arena. Their first game helped the community begin the healing process. The narrative about the easy road for the Golden Knights misses that story. And I get that. I am very happy for Phil Kessel. 3-time Stanley Cup champion Phil Kessel. 1 cup less than Wayne Gretzky. Does he have another in him? We'll have to see.
Oh my God, Phil Kessel, you fucking legend.
Further to that is Jack Eichel. Holy shit.
Ugh.
Of the 2015 draft class, who would have thought that it would have been Jack Eichel getting a cup before
And not
Connor
Austin fucking Matthews.
Connor McDavid?
No, that was the Connor I thought Eichel was the Connor McDavid at the Austin Matthews year.
No, so for that it was McDavid and Eichel 1 and 2 in 2015. Then I think
McDavid and Eichel. I'm completely misremembering. Who?
I'm looking that up now. It was
Yeah,
oh,
please do.
you're gonna hate yourself. It was Matthews then Line.
I do hate myself.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
So for 2015, McDavid, Eichel, Dylan Strome, Mitch Marner, Noah Hannafin, Pavel Zacha, Zach
I've been completely
Werenski.
lying to my kid, to Max,
It's okay. It's okay. We lie to our kids all the time.
about. I've been completely lying to him about Jack Eichel. First of all, Jack Eichel is Trump supporter. Fuck that guy. I don't like.
Oh yeah,
was
that
he-
sucks.
He is January 6th.
Idiot.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Idiot.
Whatever. And he's
Well-
also like super red. Like, put on sunscreen. You're obviously
In
extremely
Vegas.
tall.
So for the 16 draft, it was Matthews, Line, Pierre-Luc Dubois, which we've heard some rumbling about. He's not
No,
going to be a
I'm not
Hab.
talking
Get
about that
over
one.
it.
Not talking about him.
God. So Dubois, Puljujarvi, Ollie Ulevy, Matt-
Ollie Ulevy.
oh, and Matthew
That's a
Tkachuk.
good name. And Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah, so Clayton Keller, Alexander Nylander, Mikhail Sergachev. God damn
So
it.
Matthew Tkachuk must be like he must be on his deathbed
Yeah.
because
maybe
why
you
would
should
he
play the
not
game.
be playing tonight?
I
know what I
have
mean?
I have such little sympathy for Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm at CHILE_Pepper on Twitter.
And I'm David O'J at Glaucus123 on Twitter.com and now on Blue Sky. Metal Dave. I got one of
What?
the codes.
Wait, what?
Would you like a code? I think I can acquire one
Yes,
for
thank
you.
you.
All right. Give me some time and I'll figure that out.
Okay.
We're the Happy Hour on Twitter, Happy
I
Hour.
got that fucking bird up, man. I
Yeah,
have
Happy
to.
Hour Pod on Instagram and YouTube.com/Happy Hour and HappyHour.com. Now that the intros are out of the way, Knights win it. So the thing
Of course.
that
Ooh, very handsome young man, Martinez.
oh yes, also Martinez
He's a
game-winning
very
goal for the Kings in 2014 against the Rangers.
Yes.
So good story for
He's a
him.
handsome devil. His mother must be proud.
Oh yeah.
Max was to me the other day, like we were talking about have you heard about this kid? This fucking 18-year-old baseball player kid? Did you hear about this shit?
Baseball? No, probably not.
He was on a cruise with his high school graduating class in the Bahamas.
And threw a
An
no-hitter.
American kid from like fucking Louisiana or some shit. He got dared to jump off the fucking ship. And so he did.
I'm sure
and
that went
Never
very well.
seen again. And this shit went like it went viral, and it was like people were filming it. Like there was even a shark in the shot. It was at nighttime, obviously very drunk, must have been very drunk. But anyway, Max was showing me this video, and I just went, "Oh my God, his poor mother." And Max is like, "What? You always say that kid's poor mother." I'm just like, I'm sorry, but that's the first thing that I think about is his poor mother.
It's I mean,
I'm thinking of this Martinez guy, and I'm thinking about how proud his mother must be right now.
you know, I'm looking at some stats, and I get it. Yeah, so Martinez, too bad about the baseball player eaten by sharks sucks. You know, I've
18 years old, super promising. His poor mother.
I've been pretty hammered in my life. I've never been that hammered.
Can you imagine? Me too. That's what I was thinking too.
It's like
I've
how
been so
much?
drunk, I would never jump off a fucking boat.
Yeah. Kids these days. Anyway, so Connor McDavid, I was just looking at the stats for him. He has 850 points in the NHL right now. He is one season away from getting to 1,000 points already.
And he doesn't give a shit because he's never even come close to a cup.
He doesn't give a shit. Yeah, I mean, that's it. He is going to, that's going to be now I'm going to go down a freaking hole that I didn't expect to go down today.
All right.
I'm
going down.
Here we freaking go. I just got to find it now.
Here we go.
Where are they?
I don't want to talk about Connor McDavid. I don't like that guy.
Oh, I don't like him either. However,
he's with his girlfriend.
I have to check something. Connor McDavid is a UFA in 2027. He's probably going to want to go to a team that can win a cup.
Yeah, he wants to.
Yeah, that is going to be crazy.
But, I mean, he's obviously very good at his job, and he's a very talented hockey player. But he's like, he's not a good person. Like, this is what, like, so first of all, he fucking thinks Evander Kane is this shit. He cheats on his girlfriend. He has that house that looks like he's a serial killer.
Oh yeah, his freaking his heated driveway. How dare he?
A serial killer's house. That house.
Yeah. I imagine that an interior designer did that for him. Because
allegedly, I don't want to get sued by Connor McDavid's fucking people.
You have to understand,
like he might be a psychopath.
The guy's a hockey player. I mean, I want to see what Sidney Crosby's house looks like, and I swear to Christ, if it's a carbon copy of what Connor McDavid's looks like, I'm like, all right, well, that tracks because they don't know anything outside of hockey.
Sidney Crosby can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Crosby's okay. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He grew up as a Habs fan.
Yeah.
So please, don't blaspheme.
Let's see what else is going on here.
Ask my son Max about Connor McDavid. What he thinks about Connor fucking McDavid.
Guy's good.
He's like, I think he's a great guy. No, you don't. You hate him. He's a Canucks fan. It doesn't lie.
Oh, I am so happy for the Conn Smythe winner, Jonathan Marchessault. Absolutely.
Quebec boy.
Undrafted. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
I like Marchessault. I hate the Vegas Golden Knights, but I like Marchessault and Martinez, and I'm happy for their mothers.
Man, there's boy. All right. So, anyways, in Habs land, not a whole lot of news, but one particular piece of news I think people are going to be absolutely thrilled with. They finally made some changes in the medical staff.
Oh my God.
Which is a whole freaking thing. The head physiotherapist and the head athletic therapist, so physiotherapist and athletic therapist, were both shit canned.
That's very interesting, actually. That is something that is an interesting conversation because Graham Reinband, he has survived so many different administrations, so many different GMs. For him to be let go after like, decades with the team as along with the other guy.
That'd be
I
a
think that's
Donald
very I
Donald
think that's very
Bomforth.
interesting. I think that's very interesting. I think it's very significant.
So more to that, Tony Marinaro is the guy that broke that news.
Tony's
Now,
always got the scoops.
Tony's has the scoop. If people doubt Tony, it's like, the guy's been around. We already talked about all that. The thing is, did the Habs announce it? I don't think they did.
No, it was Tony. As far as I can tell, it was Tony.
So that's
wouldn't announce something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be like for RDS or.
I really wonder. That's an interesting wrinkle. But all season, or not all season, like when the season when people started getting the numbers together about the man games lost for the Habs, and it's significant. People wanted heads to roll.
The number was fake because it just seems so unreal.
It is so outrageous. It's like I can't make that joke. So it's like just for the past 2 seasons, the Habs have been the most injured team in the league. And of course, Habs fans are saying, well, heads got to roll then. I get that. And I also get the idea for making changes to try to do something about it. I always wondered, maybe the team was just not experienced enough because we had a lot of rookies. Didn't have a lot of guys to like fight back, to stuff about that. Of course we have Jack Guy. We do have veterans and whatnot, but it's just, I think we're kind of hitting it at like the worst point for the team's build. And I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to be the case next season. But we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
So then
my darling boy just gave me these candies that are out of circulation. He found some and he brought me some.
Fantastic.
It is a very... We'll see what the team has to say about it. They probably won't say anything.
Right.
The French media will probably have a lot to say about it, but it is very interesting to me that Graham Reinben, who's been there for so long, is let go on the same day as another guy. I think that's pointed. I think that's deliberate.
For sure.
Anyway. Hockey players, they want to play hurt. They want to play when they're fucking hurt. They're going to lie to you about how they feel. And it's like, you want to blame the doctors and blame the physical therapist people or whatever. It's just like, it's going to happen on every team.
Mm-hmm. It's going to happen on every team.
The Montreal Canadiens.
Yet there has to be, hopefully, it's being, because even at the season closer, the question was asked to Ken Hughes, what are we going to do about this? And Ken said, we're looking at everything. So it's not lost on the brass that this is, an issue.
Kent Hughes, I'm a very big fan of this.
Oh yeah.
Of this.
Yep. I'm a huge
Whatever
fan.
He does, I'm like, I'm down. I'm on board.
I mean, never mind. I mean, I know we spoke about it, spoke about it to death last week, but the Caulfield contract, fine. Holy crap, that's fine. Jesus. More than fine.
It's just like it's the culture that is being cultivated with the Habs. I'm very much enjoying it, and it is very, I almost find it very what's that word when something is like not innovative, that's not the word, but it's just like, oh, there's Phil Kessel.
Good. Phil Kessel, 3-time Stanley Cup champion.
He's got like a huge beard.
Oh, yeah.
When the fact that we are building this thing around basically a couple of Anglophones, between Jeff
Yeah.
Gorton and Hughes. Like Hughes is obviously a Montrealer, but we're talking about a couple of Anglophones here. And that this is being accomplished is rather progressive. That's the word that I'm looking for Montreal, because that was not anything that would have ever been endorsed. Ever.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Montreal's sick of losing. It's been 30 years.
It's like Guy Carbonneau, what he said about what did he say? Was it about the coach or was it about the GM? He said, I don't care if the guy speaks Mandarin. If the guy can only speak Mandarin, I don't care if he's gonna win. That's it.
That's it. Because I mean, and once you win, then it doesn't matter. I mean, they'll have a whole Mandarin block in Montreal for the guy. A whole block of the city will be just Mandarin.
Yes. Oh yes.
Trying to think here what else is going on. So in other Habs news, little things. Arbor Xhekaj, hockey player and ambassador. This is just off the Habs website. Canadians defenseman participated in a fundraiser for 3 patients of the Angel Project, which is nice. The Angel Project.
What is that?
It is an organization created by Lizette Kingo in 2008. Helps people in different kinds of precarious situations, like patients who have been abandoned by their family or by society, who spend decades in complex care units in hospitals, or others who have been forced to try and make it on their own without proper tools or financial means. So folks that are just down on their luck, the Angel Project attempts to help them out, and it looks like Arbor Xhekaj was the face of the Habs at some fundraisers for that, which is nice. And Kingo,
that's really lovely, because it's not a sexy charity.
No, I can imagine a lot of people don't like that, and it's a very a lot of sad stories out of there.
I'm gonna look more into that.
So Lisette Kingo, who I mentioned, founded the organization, created it back in 2008, had this to say about Arbor: a real person with a big heart whose values are in the right place. And in my brief Snapchat conversation with Arbor, I can attest to that as well. At the bar. No, but that's good.
Did I know about this?
Oh, so all right. I think I mentioned it before, but what happened is that I frequent college bars because I'm bored, and
you should clarify that.
No, I can't. There's no other way to put it. I'm sorry. The bar is a normal bar during the day. I'm there for a long time. It becomes a college bar, and I'm there still drinking. So that's how it goes. Beer Garden in Albany. So I'm sitting there, and Albany, has a few hockey schools around. We have Union, we have RPI, Siena, I guess maybe not, but Union and RPI are the big ones. So
CNN.
So what's that?
Did you say CNN?
No, Union and Siena.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Siena has a bigger basketball team than hockey. Regardless, I'm sitting at the bar. I have my hat on. A kid walks up, pretty burly kid, tall, well managed physically. He says, "Hey, are you a Habs fan?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, do you like Arbor Xhekaj? I was like, I
remember this.
That is not a question I would expect at a bar, especially
Who doesn't like Arbor Xhekaj?
Exactly. So this kid played with Arbor in Ottawa in juniors, apparently, or whatever, minor leagues before being where they are today. And I mean, when he says that, he also had Arbor on Snapchat, so he snapped Arbor, and Arbor talked to us back. Yeah. So that's all it was. Very brief, my moment with Arbor moment.
That's you're gonna tell that story to your grandchildren.
I know, I am. I'm like, look here, David Jr. the second, and Davette.
Davida.
David Jr. the second. Did I ask this question on the pod? How come daughters don't have juniors, like junior something?
I had this conversation the other night. My mother and my father named us Roberto and Veronica. Ooh. And that is their names. And it was always like people would call our house and say, you know, can I speak with Veronica? Veronica mother, Veronica daughter.
Yeah.
Veronica. And so when I named my children, I made a point of
Not,
giving them their own names, and their middle names are sentimental.
yeah.
But their first names are their own names.
Mm.
It's nobody else.
Yeah, that's what my mom did too. My middle name is my grandfather's middle name because we're sentimental
Yes.
about middle names
Yes.
in my family.
Yep.
The
The
only
middle names are sentimental.
Yeah. The only other thing that really happened hockey-wise for the Habs was that Kent Hughes was at the combine over in Buffalo. So the combine's happening, which means that the draft is coming up very soon. Which is at the end of this.
I can't wait for this shit to be over
It
with.
is at the end of this month. That's right,
Yeah.
June 28th. So almost 2 weeks from now, give or take. So that means we only have 2 more episodes of this season's Happy Hour, and then we're on to season
That's right.
7.
Yeah, we start a new episode or a
Yeah.
new season.
That's right, and we get
Can
to
we talk
see.
about what we're watching?
Yeah, no, where I was about to get to that since we're kind of running out of Hab stuff anyway. So
Okay.
what are we watching?
Okay, so what we are watching is I was re-listening to My Favorite Murder is my favorite podcast. It's a true crime podcast. 2 women around my age from California lead this thing, and I absolutely love this podcast because it feels like I'm just hanging out with them. Like, it's not produced, it's not professional. It's just these 2 people having a conversation and telling each other about a crime. They each tell a crime to each other. And they were talking about I'm re-listening to it. So I'm going back and I'm listening to episodes from 2017 because I'm finished. I'm caught up with the podcast. I like them so much. I started to re-listen. It's like what you do with Breaking Bad, right?
Sure.
When you go back, right? And so they were talking about a show that I watched called The Keepers. The Keepers is on Netflix. It is ostensibly about the murder of a nun in 1970 in Baltimore. It's not really about the murder of a nun, but it's these 2 women who were teenagers in the high school where this nun taught at that time, who have been doggedly chasing down what happened to this beloved teacher. Because as we know, nuns are mostly evil cunts, like evil, cruel cunts.
It's
nuns.
hard to find a good nun.
Yeah. So this nun, 26 years old, everybody absolutely fucking adored her in her class. So if it was a normal nun, nobody would have fucking given a shit.
Right.
But it happens that this nun was a really cool person that her students really liked. And this nun found out about the evil shit that the fucking priests were doing with female students and male students. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because it was an all-girls school, but there was a priest that went over to another school who was abusing male students as well. Anyway, this story it is absolutely heartbreaking, and it's just what, like, how people just make it acceptable that this horrible behavior exists. It's very hard to watch because of that, but I'm so proud of these girls. It's still unsolved. Brutal murder of this young nun. But it's just like people just let it happen. It's just like, it's kind of like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Keepers.
Keepers on Netflix. Nun murder.
enrage you, but it's just like the first scene of this show is the journalist who chased this story. And he's in a gray sweatshirt and he's like white hair and kind of balding. And he's opening the door to his attic because he's going to go look at some files. And I'm just like, you got me. You got me with this scene, like all the wallpaper and shit. Anyway, The Keepers.
Keepers, Netflix.
It's like 5 years old, 6 years old. But I watched it a long time ago, but I was reminded about it when I was re-listening to my podcast.
Nice. Cool. In an
Sorry.
unfortunate way.
Sorry to get heavy.
That's okay. Trying to think what I've been watching
Donald Trump
lately.
was arraigned today. He was arrested today.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I mean, there's gonna be more of it coming too,
Wait till he's
unfortunately.
dead.
Yeah. The oh, I know what I watched. Yesterday I watched Still, the Michael J. Fox documentary on Apple. Oh my god, I didn't realize he was a Canucks fan as a child.
I thought he was a Leafs fan.
No? Well, there's a picture of him as a kid and he has a Canucks shirt on. I was like, interesting.
Michael J. Fox.
I
can't watch it.
I
haven't been able to watch it.
Oh, I love it because I think Michael J. Fox is cool.
He's the best.
He's just, and man, I mean, they're interviewing him, now, and he's talking about, everything. Because in the 80s, yeah, like it says in the doc, he was the Prince of Hollywood, for God's sake. It was Michael J. Fox. He was Teen Wolf and Marty McFly. Then he had a bunch of terrible movies.
Yeah, but and never even mind Family Ties.
Oh, yeah. And that's
When
just...
Yeah. So
That's a
that
big
when
one.
that show came out, everybody's like, who is this fucking kid? There was nobody like him.
No.
There was
Mm-mm.
nobody like him. And he
Mm-mm.
came out and he was just like that, like the world was his oyster. He could do whatever he fucking wanted after Family Ties because everybody fucking fell in love with him. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mothers, daughters, guys, girls.
Everybody.
Fell in love with this guy.
Everybody. That and then Spin City later on
Spin City.
ABC, which was...
That was a flop.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it was also compared to the movies that came out like after Back to the Future, which
Yeah.
a lot of them I can't even remember. Like I don't even remember hearing about them. It's a really good watch. Not too long, like an hour and a half. Just talking about everything. And there was this one line that really got me where they were saying they're speaking to him now, modern day. He has
Parkinson's.
yes, Parkinson's. Jesus. And he was saying, well, either going to be dead or there's going to be a cure in 10 years. And that's where, what are your plans now? He's like, well, in 10 years, he was saying that. And I was like, wow, whew, he's got it in head at some point. That and how he met his wife on
Family Ties.
on Family Ties. Yeah. And she's still with him, thick and thin.
I will tell you, I'm dating myself because I'm old. I'm an old person.
Please.
On Family Ties, I don't know if you can even appreciate this anecdote, but there was a song that was like one of these songs that's like super grown song when you hear it. That song became famous on Family Ties on that episode where he first kissed his wife on that show. Fuck, what's it called? I should be able to Google it, but I can't even think of it right now. It's just like the cringiest, cheesiest song. And that became famous because of Michael J. Fox kissing his future wife.
Damn it, Michael J. Fox.
What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's probably in the doc
People who
too.
are watching or listening know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I watched. And then aside from that on Apple, I'm also watching the dystopian sci-fi drama Silo, with Rebecca Ferguson, who we will know from Dune and other movies, but I know her from the new Dune movie. And I was like, oh, Rebecca Ferguson is in this. And a bunch of, like, Common is in it as well, of all the people.
I love Common so much.
And
what a nice person he is.
It's about a people that live in a silo that's kind of like a fallout bunker, but it's gigantic. Like 10,000 people live in this thing. And it's like, oh, why are we here? Don't know why. We just live here, and then some people go outside sometimes, and blah, 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 blah. And it's my type of thing. Oh, Tim Robbins as well in it. And, he's always a B cast in, in movies. Oh my God. Who the hell is it? This is going to make me, I hate when I can't think of folks. It is, nope, not any of those guys. Nope. Will Patton. Love that old man.
I can only, my mind is just Bill Paxton. Who's Will Patton?
Who is also, okay, so Will Patton and Bill Paxton were in Titanic as the boat crew, and he was one of the guys in that as well, if I recall correctly.
As the boat crew?
Yeah. It's like, it was 90 years ago. The guys that were actually like on the boat listening to, whoever.
Yeah. Like playing the violins?
No. The guys that were, Titanic starts on like in the real world, in today times, when, and they have whoever the lady, and she's older and she's telling her story to the crew.
Yeah.
And that crew,
I think she died.
Will Patton. Oh yeah, she's probably dead. I mean, she was
for sure. She was old 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm trying to think. Will Patton. What was his main? It's gonna be really hard to do. He was in Armageddon. He was in Jesus Christ.
Superstar. Oh yes.
Inventing the Abbots.
Right. Yo, do you know who he was? He was the other guy in No Way Out with Kevin Costner.
Yes.
This is a deep cut. And he also played the father of the illegitimate bastard from Yellowstone.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Will Patton's a great actor, though.
No idea what that guy's name was. Now he is a magnificent actor.
Remember the Titans as well. He was in that.
Yes.
Yeah. So as soon as you see his face, you're like, oh, that guy's everywhere, and he's always amazing. He's amazing in Silo as well. Just an old grumpy deputy sheriff guy. Ugh. All right, but that's it. I think we're past our time.
Yeah, he is a wonderful, wonderful actor. I've just learned his name today.
Yeah, that's Will Patton, not Bill Paxton. Will Patton.
Nope. Bill Paxton is what.
That made me so sad when he passed away. I really like Bill Paxton a lot.
Wait a minute. Who passed away?
Bill Paxton.
Oh yeah.
Like a while ago.
That was weird.
Yeah, he was on the he was
random.
He was filming Big Love, that fucking show about the Mormons in the polygamy marriages. I was like, what a weird show. But I mean, hell,
I was watching a show about Mormons and the fucking polygamists too, which we can talk about another time.
Great. That sounds amazing.
Big Love, song by Fleetwood Mac. It's one of my go-to dance songs.
Oh, nice.
Just like blare it during the middle of the day, and it's Lindsey Buckingham.
For real.
Looking out for love.
I think that's it. All right. We did a good job. Everyone have yourselves a good night. Congratulations to Phil Kessel, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. And we'll talk to you all next week.
God. And one of the Vegas Golden Knights is holding his little baby.
Little baby. Those guys are going to get wickedy wasted tonight.
Yeah, those motherfuckers
Goodbye.
Are getting linked.
Oh, yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
There it is.
Who is this guy?